Yeah. Yeah. Degen DeFi, I just see the yield, make it rain, see the farm for my bag, spent 100 on my way. Degen DeFi, I just see the yield, make it rain, see the farm for my bag, spent 100 on my way. I don't wanna go back, selling fries, so take a look at these APYs. I don't wanna go back, selling fries, so just look at these APYs. DeFi Degen.
Hello, welcome back to episode 4 of DeFi Degen. I'm your host, the Degen himself, Future.crypto. If you're watching this because you watch my other videos, thank you very much for subscribing. Thank you for watching. I don't know what's wrong with you, but if you're going to keep watching, I'll keep making these videos. Someone commented on my last video asking, what do you think about Polkamarkets? Do you think it's a moonshot? And I briefly said that I think it's the best project that's come out on Polkastarter. So I'm ready to back those claims right now. And so let's take a quick look right away. Let's dive right into the white paper. But first, let's make a quick disclaimer. This is not financial advice. Don't listen to me. I'm a random kid on the internet who buys crypto and yields farm stuff and sometimes loses, sometimes wins. I like this project. I'm here to tell you about it. I don't hold any of this project right now. I probably will buy some Polkamarkets at some point, especially as I'm making this video. It's getting hyped and I almost went and aped in on Uniswap. And then I looked at the gas fees and I'm like, I don't feel like paying $50 right now. So we'll see if I ape in later or not, but I think I will probably enter into this project at some point. So without further ado, do your own research and let's look at this project. So Polkamarkets is going to be a DeFi and Polkadot powered prediction market. So it will be powered by Polkadot, but we know that Polkadot isn't full-fledged running now, so it will be starting on Ethereum, but eventually migrating over to Polkadot. It says, at the intersection of DeFi and information exchanges, there lies a prediction market, an area where traders can leverage their knowledge of the past, present, and future to forecast specific real-world outcomes. Currently existing prediction markets suffer from key problems such as lack of liquidity in markets, lack of traders, and duplicate or confusing markets. So why Polkamarkets? Well, it aims to solve these problems by incentivizing liquidity providers and traders to facilitate and take large positions, while its system for curation and resolution ensures efficient and trustworthy markets. Why is there no market winner? Well, there are no volume in the prediction markets. There is no market interest in esports, sports, or crypto markets, etc. There's no DeFi opportunity to yield farm in the prediction market space, and there's no market timing. So this is where Polkamarket comes in. It is a DeFi-powered prediction market built for cross-chain information exchange and trading where users take positions on outcomes of real-world events in a decentralized and interoperable platform based on Polkadot. There you have it, guys. It says right here, who will be first place in the Liga NOS by April 15th. And you can put your bet with how much you want to do. It will be paid in DOT. And then you can see if it happens. And it is fully decentralized. Now, how come we haven't seen this before? Well, the issue is, of course, liquidity. So Polkamarkets is saying, look at what Uniswap is doing to incentivize people to provide liquidity. They give liquidity fees. Look at what all these people are doing where they allow you to yield things like pickle and yam and sushi, and they say, look it, you can also yield farm our token here so that you provide liquidity so that we can make a massive user-friendly betting or prediction market site. So basically it's going to allow people to take positions on esports, crypto futures, sports, politics, probably many other things, and it's all under this easy to use center hub of it all, Polkamarkets. So as you see the product, this initial thing they have is going to look very clean. You have politics, sports, finance, crypto. We don't know if this is what it'll really look like, but they're choosing to show it to us for a reason. They're going to have an exchange that's based on market odds and make profits trading outcomes fractions. They're going to have an asset forecast where you own part of a future and a visual portfolio. They're going to have liquidity markets, so Uniswap market incentive for LPs and stakers, and a DeFi API, automated API to access market liquidity. These are basically some of the same features, but they're going to have an open market, a DeFi powered rewards model, entertainment features, curated governance tools, user-based fee economy, etc. But real quick, let's just look at the roadmap to see what they're actually going to be doing in the next couple of years. As you see, it kind of they're already telling us what's going to happen in 2022. So at Q1 of here, they plan to launched their crypto futures market, their esports market, their fractions portfolio, their liquidity provision, their DeFi features, and their Polk mining. Now listen, it is currently Q1 of 2021. This is very, very, very near if they're true to its roadmap. It is still before. So if you can buy now, even if you didn't get in the IDO, you're probably one of the early people to Polkamarkets. There are currently 7,000 holders of Polk tokens, but we'll get to that later. By Q2 of 2021, they're going to migrate to Polkadot, and then they're going to have sports market and AI-powered odds, informational market, political market, and live stream and events, which will be pretty neat. If you have all of this all in one thing, you can live stream the event while betting on it. That's quite interesting. By Q3 and Q4, liquidity providing 2.0, admin tools, governance model, DAO research and development, and NFT gamification. Anything with NFTs kind of hype right now. Keep that in mind. And 2022 cross-chain fractions trading and DAO governance. So what is the product? Oh, how did I end up on the? My goodness. I don't know. I ended up backwards here, but that's their roadmap. Here's a detailed roadmap, but this isn't too important. This is we'll just look at the first thing they're going to release. So pretty soon we're going to have Polkamarkets 1.0 running on Ethereum. They're going to be give you rewards for liquidity provision. They're going to have an esports market, a crypto price market. They're going to give you alerts when there's high slippage. There's going to be information on fees and liquidity, a visual portfolio with fractions management, yield farming, Polk mining, and curated event list. This is the all-in-one of DeFi. Everything you want is going to be here. It's all going to be in Polkamarkets. And let's just say one thing. Polkamarkets is the catchiest name. When you have Polkadot, Polka Starter, Polkamarkets, it gives it this validity where people know it's like a legitimate part of the Polkadot ecosystem. And we know that in 2021, anything in the Polkadot ecosystem is going to moon. Not financial advice, maybe, we'll see. But the rest of this isn't as important. These are just, again, saying that you can mine Polk by forecasting Polkamarkets, etc. But this is just where it gets super exciting here. You have the overview of its competitors. I don't know why they're considering all of these competitors, maybe Polymarket. But so high volume markets, they say they'll be high volume markets, but I mean, they can only promise this when people actually provide lots of liquidity. They promise DeFi rewards, esports, and sports, so you can probably bet on my Counter-Strike matches. No, I'm just joking. Market curation, and it's going to be cross-chain. They're going to be giving fees for those who provide liquidity on trading fees and take fees. The Polk utility will be able to be mined. Will be paid to those who provide liquidity, and there'll be an actual buyback, which will be interesting on their decks. They have 100 million total supply, which, as you see here, is true. Of course, we can see it on the Ether scan. They raised a little bit on the initial thing, and then they launched on Thing, and they have a token distribution that you can check out yourself. But I know why you guys are here. You guys are here because you want to know, is Polkamarket a good investment? Again, I don't know. I don't know the future. What I do know is that if you had bought Polkamarket in the initial offering on Polka Starter, you would have made 100x immediately. Your $500 Ethereum investment would have been worth 50 grand or something along those lines. All in all, I'm super bullish on this project. I don't know what to say. I feel like this video has been super shallow because it's all based on if they can deliver or not. There's not much to talk about under the hood except for the fact that all the liquidity provision you see on exchanges, on all of these yield farming things, is going to be on Polkamarkets with the goal of creating a prediction futures market where people can create predictions based on live events such as sports and esports and political events, and that will actually be provided by people who provide liquidity and are incentivized to do so by yield farming their governance token, which means they'll have a greater vote in the actual thing, it's in the actual future of the project itself, and those tokens can be not just sold but actually be a part of a buyback later. This is a super cool thing. I read somewhere that I seem to miss reading here that they're going to be, one of their first things is going to be super to use on a phone, and that's just super cool. If they can bring simple DeFi to an app, then that is obviously incredibly bullish. Not much price action has happened in the last 7 days. You can see it just kind of floating around in the last 24 hours, or it's only been out a couple days. It did hit a low of about 260 There's 270, and right now it's at about it's at 250 today. So maybe today is the day I'll ape in. Who knows? But anyways, I'm super bullish on Polkamarkets. The next video, we're gonna probably look at a couple more of these. Out of these, I think all of these projects have seemed good. I don't know what I think about Chain Guardians, but I definitely do want to do a video on, well, maybe Kylant, but definitely APY Swap and Eternity. I think these are super cool projects. I'm very bullish on APY Swap, especially. I think we've seen a lot of these do 10x's and some of them do 100x's. I think APY Swap might be one of those 100x. Maybe not quite 100x like Polkamarkets and Superfarm, because those had some of the most hype we've seen in a long time. But I do think this one is going to outperform, like, I don't know much about these, but I feel like it'll outperform a lot of what's happened on Polkastarter. So somewhere in here in the video, I basically said I think it'll do better than the other projects that have already launched. I just really quickly want to say that I don't really actually think that. What I was trying to say is that I'm more bullish on APY Swap than the other projects here, but I could be wrong. Some people I really trust, like Kylan, a lot. I've heard some huge hype around Eternity, and so we'll see. I don't want to say that it will do better than DAO Ventures did, or Bridge, or Paid, or some of these that launched on Polkastarter already, because those were great projects that had great returns. So I'm not saying APY Swap is the best of the best coming out. That's all I really wanted to say, is that I think I'm excited about it. Let me know what other projects you're interested in. I have a video on APY Finance that you can click here, and I have a video on Ramp DeFi, which you can click here, which didn't get many views, but you really should check Ramp DeFi out. It's super cool. And then, like I said at the beginning of the video, I have a video on Superfarm, which of course we're all bullish on Superfarm. Thank you for watching. This has been super fun to make these videos, and have a blessed day.